Today's a cool evening. I decided to make a selfie video because I haven't shown this perspective in a while. I know that novelty is important with the human mind being able to remember or desire to remember stuff. I'm on the beach, uh, drinking positive emotions into my body. The ocean here, I thought you would think this is cool because people exist. So I'm on the beach. I got have some videos on my profile. This is about with me and about, there's just little stuff happening. You should go for a walk. We should go for a walk through the entire thing. Let's try it out and see what's happening. Is there any part of the sea the camera did not see? I'll do that full experience. Full experience. I'm showing here because you're gonna walk there next. I like it. A little baldness of shave today actually. Good time for this video. I'm gonna use the machine. M-A-C H-A-I-N-E. Machine or machine? The screw is the simplest machine. It's real static. I'm right there for the rolling tray. That grew from a screw that was able to grind some weed. And in the situation, I needed a way for profitability, and yeah, I had a kitchen idea with that weed thing, with that grinding the weed with a screw. I was gonna. I made it. It was difficult to patent because of like previous stuff that existed and stuff. It'd be weird. It'd be too much effort. And well, yeah, what happened? I just looked at the state of the art because when you read in the law books that the U.S. patent lawyers need to read to be able to examine our patents, they were just state of the art. So I had this keychain, right, from some dimensions that I made when I grounded some weed in different ways. Like I used like a serrated knife, and I used a serrated knife and a normal turning grinder, cheese grater, and some other stuff to pull apart weed. And then I smoked it, and then I decided what was best, and it was the turn grinder. So I grinded some weed and measured a bunch of the crumbs, and I used those dimensions to space apart the best shape of studs, protuberance is I prefer to call that. The best shape of studs that allow weed to grind to the dimensions that were finest, which is from the turn grinder. And the result was a rolling tray, right? Because the state of the art had it super basic. Weed now became legalized and stuff. And yeah, that keychain's grinding mechanism was put on a rolling tray, and it grinds a gram of American weed. Because I want to talk about research. It grinds a gram of American weed in less than 10 seconds, and it's a rolling tray. Because rolling trays weren't doing anything before, and then the law passed to make weed legal, and then I said, okay, rolling trays could be better. And I was right. But yeah, I'm in Trinidad, so it's amazing that I acquired American herb to test the might of my logic. And yeah, I'm showing you all the beach. Jarrel's here. Did we walk? How much did we see? We could let's walk through some trees or something. Let's do something a little exciting. I could actually walk and it just ran out of paper, and like I don't wanna go for more paper. So I've been emptying the top of cigarettes and stuffing it with weed. Is more sustainable concentration of THC in my blood at all times. But the paper for this cigarettes is a bit thick, so I feel like I lose the taste of the weed when this happens. But this is the first one that for the day I was tasting the right thing all the time. Okay. Woo! Cool. So we're chilling my little boat. Okay, that's a better view though. Like, what we trying to see? That look neat. This one has light on my face. I'll use this one because I posted this to my profile, make me famous. For the right reasons, goodness and love and hope and faith and love of God. Okay, so here's the experience. Jarrel, gonna stuff some weed and show y'all how to stuff the cigarette with the weed, because we're stuffing some weed in a cigarette. Okay, Jarrel, let's do this. I don't even know, like, yo, this is real effort. Like, I set up videos and things for Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and stuff. But I can make one and send it to all the apps, and I forgot the second point. But it's something good. Wait for me to get it. Yeah, I've been seeing a follower increase dramatically, like 400% on TikTok. Early account. Earliest time, not early. Young account. Undeveloped account. So I've been seeing like a 400% increase. Apparently these videos I was trying to provoke a girl into loving me by stimulating her arousal levels and stuff. And well, yeah, I doing this and seeing some results, and I saw there are benefits to human fame. You know, like Jarrel. Jarrel, for example, made Popcard wallets, right? Best wallet ever. Okay, that's some cash thing. Okay, let's actually show you this. It is all these shots in it all. Just like there's these bills. So I'll put like the ones behind the fives and the fives behind the tens and the twenties in front of the fives. Right, I wanna like sort them in an order. Okay, I know you'll feel me, whoever watching. Some people like don't watch, some people do watch, and overall it doesn't matter who does what, but my tongue is ruddering, so I'm trying to let it be natural so the destination is perfect. Because if a ship's too big and the rudder stays in shallow water, it's a problem. And if the ship too small and the rudder stays it in deep water, then the waves are too big. So it's dangerous, toppling over, etc. So I be like, Jarrel, do you all see me stuff this with weed? On the grinder, a little weed in it. And some blah, blah, blah. It's legal in Trinidad now. Trinidad is our coat of arms. Trinidad and Tobago. National bird is a hummingbird. We have our flag, red, white, and black colors on the flag. We also produce the most road pitch, tar, or whatever that material is, amongst all these other Caribbean islands. Free market, free trade, no customs, no taxes. We spend more, we spend more. Sales tax wins. We must purchase stuff to buy it from someone else. So, making people pay more to get less products is going to affect the sales tax, which always happens. The other taxes are self-imposed because maybe some governments went through a period of restricted spending by reduced income, something like a recession, and maybe they just never relax. But there are some countries where sales tax is the only option, and they're viable more than many other countries that do not do that. Okay, so fourth card. Alright, cool. Fourth card, you have the straight line in. The card a little puffing out. Okay, got a little thing, 2 cards. Always puff card, no problem. Cool. Yo, Jarrel is Jarrel. Okay, so we have in some 20s here. It's a 60, it's a 10. We have 2 5s, we have 2 singles. So we have 12, 22, 72. That's 9 times 8. So we put in this. I like to put the bird to show on the this is a Popcard wallet, right? I like to put the bird to show on the thing. So go in here and here. So it folds the money asymmetrically, right? So the top layer where the magnets are is actually holding half as much thickness of cash than if it was folded symmetrically. So what I do is just crease the base here a bit. It's like 1 second minimum, 3 seconds max, and the bill is super safe. Watch that. Watch that. There is no problem with my Popcard wallet, and I invented it and I use it. Right? It's a blessing. It saves a small amount of time very often, you know. So like we're bound in our bodies in time and space. So let's analogous to using the bathroom. Like say every year, say we spend 30 minutes using the toilet each day. In 1 year, That's like 168 hours. So if we could save 10 minutes on a 30-minute bathroom trip, or 3 seconds on a 10-second shopping trip, then forevermore you have time to do something else. And that time, that opportunity, the time is present, ever present, but the opportunity never existed before. And Popcar gives you some seconds towards that also lifestyle. Okay? So I put the bird in the front, coat of arms. I like how it looks. It exposes the cash. You can check how much cash you have with one hand. And I like it. I like it. Okay. It has these staggerings, so you could get to like to get to the middle car. First tab, second tab, third tab, second like get to the middle one. Real easy. You know, no problem. I like it. I like it. Popcorn from Jarrel. Jarrel Bio. Cool. Legit. It's a real human. There may be others with the same name, but when you see it by that name, that is Jarrel Bio. Patent pending. Yo, I seen love, there was somebody, what was it, a Pop Smoke video? I was like, I thought it was me, but I've never been there. It was somebody with my, like that thing, that angle. My face from that angle, because the jeans had up all kind of ways, so like, I could see my face from faces that don't look like mine overall, depending on the angle I look at it from. True. All from Adam and Eve. Yeah. From the mud and the rib, and then the rest of us from reproduction. But same DNA. Same DNA. Yeah. Uh, equally useful. I was thinking, like I realized like how I decided to do the inventing thing. Uh, like based on the, like when you see a decision that look right, you need to double check it, right? Because the Bible's like look for an abundance of advisors. So like I check, and it's like, how do I know career selection is right? Because like school is legal and mandatory. It's illegal to not go to something that is, like if you're born and you're just born, like what is school, right? So like school is the law to go to school to develop your minds and whatever, but like to know that you enjoy what you're doing, like how do you know that? So I checked, and apparently, like it have stuff like our mind is a solid mind, and we only have one, and everything it thinks, everything it perceived, is from our experiences. So we look at like where we got plenty joy and stuff, and like, yeah, I had Legos, and I would wake up and play Legos, and like play Legos and fall asleep playing Legos. And in neuroscience, that's a spatial toy. It has my spatial mind, and that was like 19% of the play. So I really just bound to some spatial stuff. If I learned languages and stuff, I could have been writing computer codes, uh, learning like JavaScript and stuff. But in Eden we were perfect, and then the knowledge of good and evil caused the original problem. And good is good. God made stuff and said it's good, and we are like that stuff. God made us, so the uh, evil thoughts would be the problem. So because human DNA was perfect in your start before the fruit, you know, whatever God wants and imagine as best for us must be with us in Eden. And I look around and I see in boats and like houses and swings and stuff, but I wasn't in Eden. It didn't have rain, so they would need houses. The first rain was in Noah's Ark. So I imagine is in my body, God made us and said, yeah, it's good. So what I have, good and not evil knowledge, like only good is best and best feels best. So like, hey, they're there behind the wall. Preposition is behind the wall, like where? Yeah, afternoon. I noticed that English are real situational language, like English best at describing situations. Like what's happening in a situation. Like Chinese best at it being true. Like they have more words and stuff just to not have overlaps. Uh, but yeah, it would be my feelings. My feelings would definitely be, because I'm the same type of human that was in Eden, Adam and Eve, the same woman that, appears with just different thoughts. So, must be my feelings. In Eden, God make humans, we good, and we had feelings. So yeah, let's do another one. Uh, and like I was watching this, if you go only Roman Catholic schools, like where it's all boys schools, for like a bunch of years, the most like frequent talk about sex is actually in sexual reproduction in biology, right? And sexual reproduction requires you to go home and Google orgasms and stuff, which I did, and all the couples that happily married for like the most time, they have that all the time. But not all the time, you know what I mean? Like human age, like hurricanes and thing, it can't be, But like, yeah, the divorce rate really high, but the orgasms are with the ones who make it. So like, uh, what am I saying? Wait, I was talking something about God. I forgot. I reached orgasm, biology, sexual reproduction. The thing is that if I find a new woman to feel the feelings of romance with every single day, that is a time, right? And that time multiplies by every single day that I do it, right? And that time is being spent finding a new woman instead of building a relationship, which is possible in the reality that God made, right? It's intangible. It's not like building a water bottle, but it's like a real thing that gives us feelings. And I forget what was I talking about? The the 3 hours. Yeah, in 1 year that's over 1,000 hours. That's like a second job to be less comfortable than just happy with the wife that makes me most happy. You know what I mean? And there's this thing called the Bible, created by God and inspired, spoken to us through the minds of others, because God created us. And because of that, He has like all the power, like in the reality that we live, because He also created the reality and we live in it. So our perceptions from our eyes, our ears, our like smells and stuff is all designed by God to feel the way it does, right? And What was I talking about? My wife. Right. I didn't find her yet, but uh, I know God made us. So our wives, when we choose rightly, when we find properly, like to the best of our abilities, the satisfactions like how it should be. Yeah. And I recorded a little video on the phone. I'm gonna post it to all the social platforms. I'm talking, just talking freely. I was drinking a bit, and to talk, cause talking normal, right? So yeah, and the Bible agrees. God agrees with biology because biology was made by God. But we are biological organisms. So to us, it may look like God agrees with it, but it's actually agreeing with its own design, which was made by God Himself. Yerd! Yeah. Uh, Being married is the best complementing lifestyle to a lot of the best feelings a human body can actually feel when done the right way. It always feels good. If you're, uh, 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 okay. So, Bible says if I say God guide my tongue, it happens. So, what should I say next? I don't know what to say. How long is this video? 27 minutes? Wait, y'all feel like y'all know Jarrel. I've been talking with some alcohol. Uh, so it's pure like a baby's words or a child. Okay. So some panko. I'll roll it next week because not roll. Well, I need to get the paper, but I don't know work. So I'm gonna put they're gonna stuff a cigarette. Grind as 3 chambers. I think that's a good idea, right? Uh, and yeah, it's feels as as affordable as a normal, like a first to exist 2 chamber grinder. And that feels real good, which makes me mention that pop cards are now 30 US for any color and 50 for like to upload images to your pull tabs and your money clip front surface and the back surface. All the surfaces you could fully customize with a pop card wallet, right? Invented by Jarrel. Yo, this would be real natural. Watch this wallet. I invented this wallet, right? Interact with this. Like, cause the camera on and like babies are like always natural and like natural is the best thing, right? So okay, so check it. You can check how much cash you have. You should get it on the video with one hand. You see it now? One hand. Instead of 2 hands, I can check it with one hand. But the cash is always safe. You see it now? And it has pull tabs. You can pull the tab. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Excellent. It feels like I did something good. I like this feeling. Personally, yeah, we should. We should. That was super. Yo, I love honesty. It's a skill. Like, I actually write better descriptions on product ads and stuff because I'm always honest, and my freestyles are also extra spicy because the truth aligns and honesty is a skill. Woo! Did I stuff it yet? I didn't stuff it yet. But, yeah. We out here. We out here. Feel a little Trinidad, feel a little drunk. Chain hang low. My girl bubble to the floor. She let it dip, she let it roll. Diamonds on the floor. Jarrel make it rain like carbon for humans and galore. 2000 on a chain, but that wasn't for me. I was trying to rap about a pet, but I don't have it. Compete? Who talking about best? Let's talk about a pop card, because Jarrel made it best, so he put .com after. Google last site is the past tense only. I don't know who make it best, but history gonna save me. Jarrel made it best.com. Okay. Anyway, yeah. And there's a flashlight on the front of the Motorola G60, which I use. And it's really out for watch this. So here's really dark, right? See that? But I am here. That's what a flashlight do. So it is even compromised. When there is light, it adds to the light, and when there's no light, it gives light. It gives all the light. Motorola G60. I'm proud of Motorola. Only talk bags on a Motorola. He's sitting in Carenage, walking around with strollers, talking about baby this. But do you know her? Looking for my wife. This ain't a diss track. Spent a couple mil on some diamonds just for a wrist pack. Feeling so cold, they say give the wind back. I told them calm down, you know I never give back. Trying to make it peaceful, you know who need that.